A piecewise defined function is a function with multiple personality disorder. It behaves differently depending on where it is in the domain, like someone who's grumpy in the morning, passive-aggressive by lunch, cheerful and bubbly after 6 p.m. I am sure you know at least one person like that. It's like the movie, Split. Except instead of 23 personalities, this function just has 2 or 3. But just like in the film, the personalities could be dramatically different. Pay attention to the input. You've got to know you're walking into which version of the function. Here we have a function with 2 very different personalities. One is a dramatic rule, falling with intensity up to 0. His name is quadratic. At 0, another rule takes over, calm and cautious, rising slowly and steadily forever after. This one is called root. To evaluate a piecewise function, you don't ask both rules at once. You check which one is in charge at the time. If x is negative, ask Mr. Quadratic. If it's non-negative, speak to Mr. Root. Mixing them up will cause an emotional breakdown for the function, and it will cost you marks. Here, you're graphing one personality at a time and making sure you're only drawing it in the zone where it's allowed to exist. You must make a decision for those critical x's where the personality change takes place. At the edges, check if the point should be filled in, included, or left open, not included. Sometimes the personality change creates a discontinuity in the function, like when someone switches from furious and cursing to polite and smiling because their boss just walked in. Sometimes the transition from one personality to the next is continuous and does not create a gap in the function. It's like a smooth baton pass in a relay race. One runner finishes their leg, the next picks it up without breaking stride. It's professional, it's elegant, and in the world of piecewise functions, it means no discontinuity. The absolute value function says, "Give me any number and I will tell you how far it is from the origin." Since it measures the distance from 0, the output is always non-negative. A line inside the absolute value function always takes the form of a v sitting on the x-axis. In the winter of 1835, a young Karl Marx and his world-famous math tutor, Jean-Jacques Parabellow, were working on a function that could bring justice to humanity. The goal: to design a formula for income tax, one that could mathematically redistribute wealth without triggering a peasant revolt or a bourgeois tantrum. After hours of wrestling with constant rates and elegant algebraic models, they came to a radical conclusion. "It makes no sense to tax everyone at the same rate," Parabellow said. "One must be gentle with the poor and ruthless with the rich. This is not hypocrisy. This is just a necessary double standard." That night, they sketched the first progressive tax curve, 0% for the starving, 15% for the modestly surviving. And for the upper class, a rate that would make anyone with a summer home in Vienna go ballistic. They named their invention a piecewise defined function.